is our fall series.
I didn't know we were doing a fall series.
I feel like we're going to. We're getting into cooler weather, and we are starting to cook more soups and more comfort food that you enjoy in the colder weather.
Okay.
So today we're doing Zuppa Toscana.
Zuppa with a Z.
Zuppa, yeah. If you've ever been to an Olive Garden and tried their Zuppa Toscana, you know it's the best one out there. But we're going to make it at home because I don't know if you can go to an Olive Garden right now.
That's true. Not at least in California.
Yeah. So we're going to make it at home, make it better, and we're going to show you how to do it.
All right, here we go, babe.
Ready?
Soup recipe.
Soup recipe.
There we go. No soup for you. All right, here we go.
This is a fairly easy recipe. We have some basics. Let us show you our shopping list. Okay, we're going to start with 4 cups of chicken broth and 6 cups of water. We're going to do 4 to 5 russet potatoes. Those are these ones right here. We have spinach and kale, which the kale I've already chopped up. You have to take it off of the stem like this. It's really easy. And then you just chop it up into bite-sized pieces. We're going to have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, crushed red pepper to taste, salt, pepper to taste, probably about 2 tablespoons of each. We have a yellow onion chopped, 10 cloves of garlic plus 1 for good measure, so that's 11. Hot Italian sausage and bacon. And that's everything on your shopping list. Pretty easy. All right, so I have 4 pieces of bacon here, and I like to take my kitchen shears and chop it up into little pieces. If you don't have kitchen shears, use a knife, but you just want little bite-sized pieces. So you're essentially making bacon bits. And use as much bacon as you like. Sometimes, I'll use 6 pieces or so. So we're gonna get this all cooked up. I'm gonna remove it from the pan and take out most of the grease, but maybe leave like a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna put my hot Italian sausage in and cook that up. Bacon is done. I left a little bit of grease in there. We used the really good bacon, so it didn't leave a whole lot of grease. So I'm gonna drop in our Italian sausage.
And you use spicy, babe. Spice.
I use the hot and spicy because that's what we like. I'm gonna cook this on medium low, just while it gets started. I don't want to throw up a grease fire here. Once the sausage is all done, we're going to take it and put it on the same plate as our bacon. We're going to get rid of some of that grease, and we're going to saute our onions and our garlic next. My head's not fully in the game today. I just realized we should have been using our pot the entire time to do everything so that we had all the brown bits on the bottom, and those would have gone into the flavor of the soup. But my brain is not all there right now. So do everything in one pot. You'll get a lot more flavor from it. We are going to move to this pot next to saute our onions and our garlic. So I came up with an idea. I poured a little bit of chicken stock into my cast iron here. I'm going to get that boiling, and I'm going to get those bits lifted up, and then I'm going to pour that into my pot eventually once it comes up. So I'm going to saute my onions and my garlic. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil here. You can use avocado oil. You can use butter, whatever suits your fancy. Okay? So let's get this going. This is about a tablespoon there of oil. We're going to heat that up and saute our fragrant yumminess. I'm really trying to speed things along here for our video. And so instead of having you watch me pour in 19 cups, we have 4 cups of chicken broth in here and 6 cups of water all mixed in together. I'm gonna pour it into our onions and our garlic, and I boiled that cast iron and got those brown bits out, and I threw those in here too.
It smells pretty freaking fantastic.
Smells pretty delicious. So we're gonna put in our liquids next. And we're also gonna put our potatoes in. So we want to get the potatoes in. We're gonna let that boil until those potatoes are done. you know, it could be a little while, maybe a half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, depends on how small you cut them and how many you use.
But you got to bring it up to a boil right now.
Yeah, we got to bring it up to a boil with the potatoes in there and let that go for a little bit. All right, so 4 cut potatoes. In we go. Let's give that a little mix, and we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Okay, so our potatoes are fork tender. I'm gonna put in our red pepper, our salt, our pepper, our kale, some spinach. I'm gonna turn it to low, and I'm just gonna let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes to get all those flavors in and married together.
You're gonna put the meat back in.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put the meat back in too. Can't forget about that. We're gonna wait to put our heavy whipping cream and our Parmesan until the very, very end, right when we're ready to eat it, because you don't want that to curdle up. So let's see here. Let's do about a teaspoon of red pepper.
It's the biggest teaspoon I've ever seen, babe.
Really?
That's
A teaspoon right there. We're going to do a tablespoon and a half of salt. We're going to do some black pepper. And we're going to leave our pot uncovered when we do the veggies because you don't want those to get wilty.
Wilty.
Yeah, wilty.
Because wilty, you know.
Wilty.
Wilty.
All right, let's put our meat in first. We have our bacon and our sausage. This is going to be a very hearty soup. I'm so excited. I'm going to turn it back up just a little bit to get that boil going. We have a whole 1 bunch of kale that I have chopped. I really wanted to put in 2 bunches of kale, but we are giving this soup away. So some people may not enjoy kales.
We're giving some of it away.
Some of it away, yeah. And then we have our spinach. If I can get it open. Spinach doesn't go too far. You would know, if you work with spinach. I'm just going to put a big, huge, that's probably like a Josh size handful in. And we're going to let all of this just cook down. So let's let this go about 45 minutes. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it back down to low and let it simmer. I'm so excited. It's been simmering 45 minutes. I just turned it off. It's really warm. I'm going to add our heavy whipping cream. We've got 1 cup here. And this is going to finish it off. And then we're going to put a little Parmesan cheese.
That wasn't on the shopping list originally, babe.
I know, I totally forgot, because I just top it with that. So we're just going to top it with the Parmesan cheese. Look at that.
And then what, you got to let it simmer for another little bit with the cream in it?
Yeah. No, this is ready to go. You don't want to get it too hot. You don't want to boil with the heavy whipping cream because I don't want it to curdle. This is just ready to go. Okay, so it tastes pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit more salt. It's very spicy, I will tell you that.
I don't think it's very spicy. It has a kick.
For me, it's very spicy. It's got a healthy kick.
It's because you put in more than a teaspoon of red pepper flake.
I didn't put in more than a tablespoon is what I had said.
Yeah, right.
That's how much it was. I know how to measure things.
I like it. I like the spicy flavor.
Yeah, I think it's really good. So we'll get that plated up, and I'm just going to keep it on low here for a few more minutes and let that salt get in there. And then we'll add some Parmesan on top, and we'll eat it.
All right, everybody, to be perfectly transparent with you, I've never even heard of this at Olive Garden, and I've never had it before. Babe came up with this idea and said, it's getting cooler outside. I love this soup. I always make it every year. Let's make this soup for a video. And I was like, okay. So this is going to be my first time tasting it. Babe
But you've never had me make it for you.
No, I've never made it for you. Or you've never made it for me. I don't know. We've been together 5 years, babe.
I know.
I've never seen you make this soup.
I don't know, babe.
Who are you making it for?
Just up north.
The gardener?
Kids. Yeah.
The pool man? The mailman?
Yeah, all of them.
All right. So I got to give it a try.
A
Babe says it's a little bit spicy. I had a little sip of the broth earlier. The broth was amazing, but I want to get all the goodness in it. The spinach, the kale, the sausage, the potatoes. She put a little Parmesan, the red pepper flake. Okay, babe, I'm going in for the kill.
You ready?
The potatoes make it taste like a delicious potato soup, but then they like quickly mash, and you have that Italian sausage, and then the greens, then you get that red pepper flake, so it's very Italian, and then with the cream, that's really good, babe. I would definitely crush a bowl of this, but I wanted to sip more of the broth.
Broth is so yummy.
Ooh, because I like the red pepper flake because it tastes like potato up front, but then it tastes like Italian on the back end with the spice. That's really, really good, babe.
Good.
That's really good. So shout out to Babe for that.
Yay.
And to conclude this video, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to put our channel sponsors up on the screen right now. If you are interested in getting your name on the screen at the end of every single one of our videos, there is a join button, which looks like that. Hit that join button, look at the different tier options. It supports us, it supports the channel, and we really, really, really humbly appreciate it. So, without further ado, babe, I'm going to go crush this bowl of soup.
Yay.
And probably take a night-night afterwards.
Okay.
Because it's like hearty and it's super good. So you guys gotta make this.
It's still 90 degrees out.
Well, it's getting cooler weather.
I hope so.
But you guys make this soup. Seriously, literally, and you didn't even have to work at it that long, and it didn't have that many ingredients. So make the soup. All right, we'll see you on the next video.